geomorphic forces like compression or tension, and which are mountain building, okay, which are feature creating like pyrogenetic forces. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ one part. Endogenetic part ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Exogenetic part ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the forces which are acting on the surface of the earth. The endogenetic forces come within within the surface of the earth. Okay, so here exogenetic forces are acting with the help of geomorphic agents ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ. Exogenetic forces ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ geomorphic agents. Geomorphic agents. Geomorphic agents ಯಾವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು? One river, okay, or running water. Running water. Then next wind. Okay. Next, very prominent, ice. Let's take ice. Okay, ice or glaciers. Okay. Next one is waves and currents. Waves and currents. Last one is chemicals. Okay. These are the 5 geomorphic agents. Because of these 5 geomorphic agents, the exogenetic forces act on the surfaces of the features created by endogenetic forces. Andre first normal surface irutte, endogenetic forces will act. Endogenetic forces like earthquake, volcano idadmele enagutte, there is displacement, okay, considerable displacement of rocks. Whenever there is considerable displacement of rocks, what happens? The features are created on the earth surface. Once these rough features are created, they are smoothened and sculpted by exogenetic forces. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಏನು ಫೀಚರ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೌಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅದನ್ನ ರಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವುದು? ಎಕ್ಸೋಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಿಯೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಜಿಯೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ರಿವರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವಿಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಐಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ಲೇಷಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವೇವ್ ಆರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವೆದರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ವೆದರಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರೋಷನ್ಗೆ ಇರೋ ಮೇನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು? ವೆದರಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರೋಷನ್ಗೆ ಇರೋ ಮೇನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು? ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಇರೋ ಫೀಚರ್ ಯಾವುದು? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ವೆದರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎರೋಷನ್? ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ವರ್ಡ್, ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ವಿ. ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ವರ್ಡ್, ಡಿಸ್ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಸ್ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಎರಡೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಸ್ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸಪರೇಟೆಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫಾಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್. ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಎರಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ವೆದರಿಂಗ್ ಎರೋಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು ಇಷ್ಟೇ. ಒನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಇನ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಓಕೆ, wherever the rock is, there only the rock will get decomposed and there only it will fall off, disintegrate. But erosion ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the agents are mostly in motion. The geomorphic agents are in motion. Once the feature is being disintegrated, the denuded materials ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಏನಂತಾರೆ denuded ಅಂದ್ರೆ eroded material ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, it may fall in place or it may be carried away. Okay, so it erosion ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ವೆದರಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಮೇನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಎರೋಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ materials can be carried away from that rock surface and may be transported to distances, many large distance ಅವನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ವೆದರಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, first wherever the rocks are getting decomposed and disintegrated, there only the particle also falling there only. Understood? Erosion. Okay, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ wearing down of, it's a process of wearing down of, WEAREARING, wearing down of earth surface. involves transportation of or removal or transportation of rock materials from higher areas. Sometimes we are saying transportation also is included in erosion itself. That is also one of the function of erosion only. So transportation of these materials will be taken by mobile agents. These are the mobile agents. Transportation of the materials will happen through mobile agents. Mobile agents are nothing but running water, wind and ice, glacier, waves, currents and chemicals. So ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ main result of erosion ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Result of erosion and transportation, uneven surfaces are transformed into even surfaces. Uneven surfaces are transformed into even surfaces. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಫ್ ಇರೋ ಸರ್ಫೇಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೇರ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಮೂತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, uneven ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. There is ups and down, right? They will be eroded and then at the end you will be left with a plain. What is the consequence? Is the result. What is the consequence? Erosion and transportation of these materials will result into formation of various landforms. The erosional and depositional activity results into formation of various landform features. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಎರೋಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಜರ್ geomorphication ಯಾವುದು? ರಿವರ್. Now we will see the life cycle of the river and also life cycle of the different features. Means if the river is eroding some feature on the earth, how that feature gets transformed into various stages ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. First important one is what? River, that is running water. Running water ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ರಿವರ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಏನು? ರಿವರ್ ಸೈಕಲ್. See, first star cycle study ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, then rock cycle study ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, now river study. What is river cycle? Vapor to clouds then get condensed and then it falls as rain. And usually where is the rain happening? On the higher grounds, in the hill areas. And when the rain happens there, the streams and all they join and they are forming bigger river. And that bigger river, when it is at the higher ground, does have potential energy. And whenever something is taken to higher ground, it is stored with potential energy. Because of that, it starts moving and it will convert into kinetic energy. Because of this kinetic energy, it is having the ability to erode. Andre ಈಗ just water, if you take one glass of water and if you pour it with a very minimum distance from ground, what is happening? Water is just spilling on the ground. It is not creating any depression. But take the same water, glass of water, and hold it to at least 5 feet height and then drop the water. Now, what is happening? It is creating some depression in the ground, right, in the soil. Yakandre the higher the ground is, more is the potential energy, and higher the potential energy, higher will be the kinetic energy. Andre ಎಷ್ಟು height ಹೋಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು energy of the river increases. That is why even though the Himalayas are youngest fold mountains, if they are youngest fold mountains, they are also strongest, right? Now those mountains are being cut by whom? Himalayan rivers, because they are also our Ugamasthan eliti. Rivers are getting gone in the height of Himalayas, right? They are able to cut the Himalayan mountains because of the very height from where they are getting originated. Higher is the height, higher will be the potential energy. Now river cycle ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇನ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ how river gets formed, the upper course, middle course ಮತ್ತೆ lower course ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಮೂರು ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ so that you can write. River cycle actually ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಜಿಯೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ದೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಸ್ ಟು ಸಿ ರಿವರ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಗ್ಲೇಷಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಹಾರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದಾವು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ನಾಟ್ ಐತಿ, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ಲೇಷಿಯರ್ ಮೊರೇನ್ಸ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಅನ್ಲೈಕ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ದೇ ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಗ್ಲೇಷಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ರೀಜನ್ಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದೆಮ್ ಇನ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಲಕ್ಕಿ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಲೇ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಡಾಖ್, then you will be seeing them. Other features, again waves, currents, beach ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಾಗ we will see many features, right? But again wind is prominent in where? Desert areas. We are also very far from desert areas. Again we may not be seeing the features, but we are very familiar with the features formed by rivers. Okay, those we will study now. The upper course ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Upper course, this is middle course, then the lower course. Upper course, middle course and the lower course. ಈಗ any river, okay, ಹೆಂಗಾಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ this is a normal surface. Here endogenetic forces are there, correct? They act on the surface. What happens? Because of this endogenetic forces, this plane surface will get modified into a mountain. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅಂತ. Understood? ಇದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ endogenetic forces ಇದೆ, surface is plane, later on because of the ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಏನು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅರ್ಥಕ್ವೇಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವಾಲ್ಕೇನೋ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫೀಚರ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫೀಚರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಯಿತು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರಫ್ ಫೀಚರ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಿನಿಶ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫೈನ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ವ್ಡ್, ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಕಲ್ಪ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್. ರಫ್ ಫೀಚರ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹೂ ವಿಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ನೌ? ಎಕ್ಸೋಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್. ಎಕ್ಸೋಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ? ರಿವರ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈಗ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು, ವೆನೆವರ್ ರಿವರ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಅಟ್ ದ height of the mountains, it is having lot of potential energy. Whenever it is having lot of potential energy, the erosion is highest, correct? Because more the rivers are running down the mountains with a very high speed. Whenever it is running with a very high speed, it is able to cut the rocks. Initially ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, generally ಈಗ plane surfaces ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, first what happens to the surface? Weathering ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, because it is constantly being exposed to heat and cold temperatures. Because see, if a mountain is there, don't you think the mountain is getting temperature from the sun rays, and the temperature is increasing, and at the night when the sun goes down, the temperature decreases because of this constant expansion and contraction. We call it thermal contraction and thermal expansion. There is some part of weathering is happening on the surface of the mountains. Now those weathered materials are not transported, they are staying on the top of the mountain. Second process, that is erosion. Now because the mountain is there, the wind comes, it takes the clouds to the height and precipitation happens, water drops, rain falls on the mountain surface. Those small streams, they will start joining, and one bigger stream is getting originated. Bigger stream it is running down the mountain. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಳೆ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ನದಿ ಹುಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ದ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ವೆದರ್ಡ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್, ವೆದರಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾವ. ದೇ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಟೀತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿವರ್. ಏನು teeth of the river. Andre those materials alla they help cutting down the mountain. Now river by itself cannot cut, it should have teeth. Teeth are coming from where? The weathered materials which are staying on the top of the mountain. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಲ್ಲ ಮಣ್ಣೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಉಸುಕ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಮೇಲೆ. once the river starts flowing down, it is carrying those materials also along with it. Whenever it is carrying down those materials, what is happening to the river? It is having those teeth, it is rubbing the floor, means whatever mountain is there, it is starting to cut the mountain. Because the speed is very high, the cutting is also very fierce, and the materials andre yavadu material carried down ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ, the materials are also very big in size, because now they have not hit the mountain yet. So the original materials are very dense and very big in size. Our materials, so with so much force, if it is able to cut the mountain. ಈ ಏನು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, whenever rivers are at the highest, mountain ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, the erosional capacity is more than the transportation capacity. Erosional capacity is more than transportation capacity. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? They will not be able to carry much. Okay, andre let's not write this, just say erosional capacity plus transportation capacity, both are high. ಹೌದಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ river is having energy and it is able to carry lot of sediments down the line, and at the same time, because it is able to carry lot of sediments, it is able to also erode the mountain also with high intensity. That is why erosion capacity and transportation capacity both are very high whenever the river is at the height of the mountain. As river goes comes to the middle course, don't you think the load of the weathered material will also increase? Because whenever river is eroding the top, it is also carrying those eroded materials also. Initially there was 50 kg anta ankolom, while eroding it is creating another 25 kg. Now the 75 kg load also it is carrying. Correct? ಈ middle course ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ erosional ಮತ್ತೆ capacity ಮತ್ತೆ transportation capacity ಯಾವಾಗ high ಇರುತ್ತೆ, some features are created on the mountain. What are those features ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. Okay, whenever the river is in the upper course, okay, whenever the river is in upper course, there are some features that are created in the mountain. So I was saying, in the upper course, when the erosion capacity is high and transportation capacity is also high, some features are created on the mountain. What are those features? First feature is V-shaped valleys. V-shaped valleys. Andre, because the river is having lot of erosional capacity, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the down cutting, since the speed is very high and transportation load is also a lot in the beginning and transportation is also high, the downward cutting of the river is a lot more than side cutting. Okay, that is why what we get V-shaped valleys. If you go to the Himalayas, where all the rivers are getting born, okay, and if you see the course of the rivers, you will see number of V-shaped valleys. Have you seen like this? There is a big mountain, in that there is V-shape, and below that to the ground the river is flowing. It is not that because there was gap the river started flowing there. It was because of the river the shape is getting created. It was because of the river. Initially there was no V-shaped valley to start with. It was a complete mountain like this, a complete mountain like this. Okay, so when the river started flowing here, it started cutting, and now it has created a V-shaped valley. Understood? It is in the upper course. You see, upper courses have high energy, high cutting capacity. So downward cutting is very high. That is why what is happening? The valley is getting V shape. Understood? Okay. So why V-shaped valleys are created? Where they are created? First, upper courses of the river, because the river is having lot of erosion capacity and downward cutting is more. That is why we are getting V-shaped valleys. What are other features? You know, gorges ಅಂತಾರೆ. What are gorges? Huh? So ಈಗೇನಾಗಿದೆ, ನಾವು gorges ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, same V shape valley ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Since the height of the mountain is very high, height of the mountain is very high. Now you see, now I have taken such height. I will take a very bigger mountain like this. Now what happens? The river starts eroding. Now you see, it's also one kind of V shape only, but the sides have become parallel almost. The sides have become parallel because of the very if the mountain is of very high elevation, then the capacity of erosion of the river also increases. Along with that, you will get parallel faces. See, these are parallel faces. So this is a gorge. Okay, gorge and
So it is in rock only.
it is in the rock only. This is all rock surface. This is rock. Okay, this is rock surface. It is being cut by the river. Nothing else. Understood? V-shaped valley create ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತವೆ wherever the height of the mountain is medium to high. If the height of the mountain is really high, then you get parallel faces of the V-shape, and then that time it becomes a gorge. If the same river is flowing in the desert areas, if there is a mountain in desert area, and don't think in desert there is no rainfall at all. There is rainfall, but the temperature evaporation is so high that you will not find any vegetation, because for vegetation to grow you should have some kind of moisture throughout the year, then only they will be able to survive. If 2 months there is lot of rainfall and next 10 months you are having 40 degree plus temperature, do you think the plants will survive there? That is why it has become a big desert. Now there are mountains in deserts also or not? There are mountains in desert ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮರುಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗುಡ್ಡಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಗುಡ್ಡಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಮಳೆ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It will also start cutting, but along with cutting, what is happening? The weathering rate is also very high, because in the desert ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮರುಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ 40 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ -40 ತನಕ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. The diurnal range ಅಂದ್ರೆ daily change in temperature from morning till late in the night is very high, almost 80 degree. And it is like you are taking the rock, you are putting on furnace and you are heating it for almost 20 hours, and suddenly you are taking the rock and you are keeping in the freezer and cooling it. So what is happening? The thermal expansion and contraction is high. The rate of thermal contraction and expansion is very high. That time the rock also disintegrates very fast. Rock disintegrate if it is getting very fast. ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Medium height mountains. Medium height mountains. ಅಲ್ಲಿ V shape ಅಂತ, V shape. Okay. Very high mountains. Very high mountains ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? This parallel face ಬಂತ ಈಗ? Parallel face ಬಂತ. Now in deserts. Desert ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ. Mountain is there like this. River starts cutting. This is still a V shape. This is still a V shape only, but faces have become parallel. Now in desert you get a I-shaped valley. You know? I-shaped valley because ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ erosion ಆಗತೈತಿ, the weathered materials are also very high because of weathering. So down cutting is so high that almost side cutting is nil. It is very thin gap between the mountain. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ shape ಮುಂದಿನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ it just looks like a small gap. You will not even come to know that it has been made by the river. You will feel that iದೇನು rock ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, it has split into two and some gap has been created. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? It is mainly because both erosion and weathering rate are very high. But if in other areas, wherever the mountains are there, wherever rainfall is there, the weathering may not be so prominent, but erosion is prominent. And that is why we are getting V shape. And if the height is very high, it is gorgeous and it is having parallel faces, but it's still a V shape. But in desert, you get a I shape. Understood? Okay.
Due to high rate of
Yes, yes. Now, if the mountain is very high and different rivers like different time have eroded it, ಈಗ gorge ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, it's a very high mountain. Now what happens? See, if the height is very enormous and even the valleys are very enormous like this, okay, then they are called grand canyons. ಏನಂತಾರೆ? Grand canyons. ಅಂದ್ರೆ if in a desert place, okay, if after lot of erosion, lot of time, what is happening? Mountains are generally lofty in those areas, and the erosion has taken place multiple times. So you will see large gaps between the mountains. So they are called grand canyons. ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅವಾಗ? Grand canyons ಅಂತ. It's in Colorado, USA. Grand Canyon ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇದೆ, where it is like kind of a desert place, and you will see lot of great valleys, huge valleys. They are called Grand Canyons. ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? Now, so this river is running, and the speed is also very high. The speed is very high. What is another feature which is getting created is, ಈಗ ಈ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಇದೆ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ. Initial river started cutting here. Mountain ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ. Understood? ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? 3D image is. Here river is flowing. Along with downward cutting, river also starts headward cutting. ಇದು ಕಟಾಚ ಆಗಿದೆ. See here. Are you able to see? The depth is also increasing. Along with that, the river is going backwards, cutting the mountain itself towards its head. Where is the head of the river? This is called head of the river, right? This is called the head of the river. When it joins the sea, it is called mouth of the river. Correct? This is head of the river. If the river starts cutting the mountain towards its head, it is called headward erosion. ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ? Headward erosion ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತೆ? You don't get confused. Headward ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Headward means the where the river starts. Okay, that place is called head of the river. If river starts eroding the mountain towards its head, backwards. See, river is flowing this way, but the erosion is happening backwards because of the increased sediment load and also increased capacity of the river to erode. Understood? So this is called headward erosion. If erosion is happening this way, headward erosion. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? Is there any confusion? No, right? So another very good feature of mountains is, see, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ the mountain, okay? Don't you think there will be small boulders here which are big in size like this? Because mountains are generally made up of all kinds of sediments, right? And marine sediments and all that boulders and all that. Now river is flowing this way. Suddenly if it meets an obstacle, what is happening? The river is jumping like this. Not it. The river is flowing this way. If it meets some obstacle, it is able to jump and again go, again jump. These jumping river is called rapids. Rapids. Have you visited Dandeli? Huh? Dandeli is, see, Western Ghats is there and Kali river is flowing. It is still considered the upper course of the river. There what is happening? Lot of obstacles are there to the river and you are sitting in that balloon boat. What is happening? Whenever you are passing and you are jumping like this along with the rapid, wherever you are jumping, that is called a rapid. Understood? These are rapids. It is because there are obstacles in the course of the river and they can also become obstacles for the erosion. Erosion will not be uniform. Wherever you see, the mountain is made up of hard and soft rock. Wherever soft rocks are there, it is able to easily erode them. But wherever hard rocks are there, river is not able to erode and they become rapids. Understood? They are very dangerous for what? River navigation. How they are very dangerous for river navigation. These are called rapids. Now everybody's favorite. What are these? Can you guess? Wow. Yes, jolly guess now. Okay. What is that name? Waterfall. And in the course of river, if there is any sudden depression, okay. When does this happen? Why do waterfalls form? Because of block mountains. Because somewhere one block has suddenly gone down or some block has risen up. That is why when the river is getting originated on the top of this raised block, it has to go down. While going down, it creates a waterfall. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, whenever water is falling here, it is creating some kind of wall. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಂತು because this is huge height. Potential energy is again high. ಹೌದಾ? Potential energy of river ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? It is very high. So it is able to erode the materials here also. Okay, they are also features. Sometimes big rocks gets stuck there. Okay, then because of this force of water, this rock keep rotating. That kind of erosion is called pothole erosion. ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ? Pothole erosion. ಈಗ ರಿವರ್ ಜೊತೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಲ್ಲು ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತಾವ, they get stuck in this circular depression, and because of the river continuously water falling, the boulder is getting rotated. It attains that round shape and it keeps eroding the rock below it. Such kind of holes of pothole erosion. Understood?
So these are all upper course.
These are all upper course. Andre headward erosion, rapids, waterfall, pothole erosion, okay, as well as V-shaped valleys, grand canyons, gorges, I-shaped. Wherever you will have a lot of energy in the river, all these kind of features are getting formed.